Are the Xbox consoles going to the wayside moving forward? Let's get into this. Hey, what's going on, all my chill gamers? So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like, let's talk about a situation, a little bit of a rant idea thing I have going on. So today I'm going to talk about, is Xbox falling to the wayside with philspencer? And there's a lot of heat debates about it, yes and no. But before we guys do that, can you guys please give this video a like, a comment, help the algorithm boost up the video. It helps out the channel. I really much appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for that. But today I want to talk about Xbox, and is it really the most powerful console? Is it really relevant? Because yesterday I was on a show from And Now Your Mom Knows, aka the Cowboy, and he was talking about, you know, he had Sour Blow on there, you have FCat, Cowboy, Cubini, and myself. So anybody who knows me by Jersey and Chill Gaming, because Chill Gaming is my more professional outlook on gaming. Jersey's just everyday dude, like after work we're chilling, we're hanging out, with, you know, talking, like, you know, hitting it up, you know. But Chill Gaming is more my professional outlook in the gaming realm. Like today I want to talk about what was one of the topics. We're talking about Xbox and Starfield and Redfall. And you know, I always said this, the new gen consoles, right? And this is going back to PS4 days, you know what I mean? And no, I didn't just start gaming on PS4. I'm just saying, when I was on PS4, I was blown away by the graphical enhancements from PS3 to PS4. It's a nice graphical leap. And I'm like, man, it'd be nice if we had 60 frames, but I know it's not powerful yet. Hopefully the next gen console will be doing that. And if you look at the specs, I remember the specs, okay? We had 8 gig RAM, 1.84 teraflops. At that time, I was like, yo, this is a powerful console. Like, whoa, from PS3 having 512 megabit RAM, and it was nutty times, if you guys remember that. So now you fast forward to the Pro, 4 teraflops, 8 gig RAM, a little bit boosted up, and, you know, with HDR capabilities and all that, with a little bit more stuff. But I was still like, man, we still can't, like, we were playing Division 1. And, you know, I was like, man, now it did look a little bit better with the PS4 Pro, right? A little bit better. Like, you know, Ark Survival Evolved, I was taking pictures with base PS4, my PS4 Pro. It did look crisper, you know, more crispy. So I was like, okay, more clarity, more detail. It looked nicer on the PS4 Pro, obviously, right? So I was like, cool, man. But I was like, man, I wish I had 60 frames. They were like, yeah, I know, man. Like, man, these consoles ain't ready for that. I was like, I know, maybe the next gen. So when we move forward to the PS5, Xbox Series S and X, now even the S, right? Even the S can play games at 1080p 60. A lot of people don't, because a lot of people have 4K TVs. A lot of people don't have 4K TV. Let's be realistic. People still have the 1080p screens. My buddy just upgraded to a 4K. I believe his older 65 inch, 70 inches was still 1080p. Believe it or not, he was still playing on that. And I think he just upgraded to a nice 4K, you know, TV. I think it's a 2.1, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of discussions on Cowboy Show. I'll leave the link in the description box below. You guys can check out the whole show we did. We had a lot of discussions there. And yeah, it was pretty cool, right? And then we got to the situation with Starfield. I'm like, you know what? I'm more of a PlayStation guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'll dabble on Xbox. And I try to talk about Xbox a little bit, because I haven't played Xbox all my life, really. So 2018 is when I first got my first Xbox, and moving forward, I got the Series S and I got the PC, and, you know, I'm dabbling in some Xbox games, you know, here and there. I definitely don't hate Xbox. Let's not say that. Hate's a strong word. Like, okay, let's just say dislike. I don't dislike Xbox. It's just my preferred console is PlayStation and PC. So now we got that out of the way. We were talking about Redfall. Cloverfield. Watch out for Godzilla. So we were talking about Redfall, and we were thinking, like, you know what? Why is that game only 30? It's like Gotham Knights, you know. I get it. A lot of people were talking about that game launched at 30, even on, you know, Series X. And I'm like, I don't understand how. You know, I get it. Like, you know, if you're doing co-op, you're going to different, you know, part of the map and everything, you're doing different things. And I understand that point. Everybody who plays games nowadays, who has a PC, or you don't even have to have a PC, but you understand gaming, you look up research and you do your due diligence and you do your own research and you're looking things up and you're reading, you're understanding what's going on. My point is, like, okay, some developers can make that happen, right? Some developers can make that game 60. Some, unfortunately, can't. They just don't have the skills, or they don't have the resources, whatever it takes. You know what I mean? But you know why? You know what really grinds my gears? I'm gonna be real. Is like they always have an excuse. It doesn't even have to be Redfall. They're like, oh, we're gonna launch it at 30. Later on, we'll get it to 60. I'm like, no, man. See, that's the problem. Okay, Xbox, Phil Spencer, whoever marketed the box. I'll get to PlayStation in a minute. That, you know, they marketed this console to 30 to 120. They marketed 60 frames, most powerful console, and we believe it. A lot of people believe it. Okay, so as I was talking to Cowboy and everybody, I was like, listen, I know Starfield is a bigger game. Obviously, it doesn't look like Redfall and compared to Skyrim and stuff like that. I get it. I understand. Trust me, I get it. But at the same time, you can't tell me if you have this, and I understand about PC with their own individual components working separately. I understand that maybe the console, everything works together. I understand that point. The APU, CPU, GPU, I get that point. The problem is these consoles are power enough to do it. Okay, I don't want to hear no excuses. And I'm done with the excuses from Sony, from Microsoft, from Xbox, Place. It doesn't matter. I am so tired of hearing these excuses from these engineers and developers. For example, the PlayStation 8.0 beta software, system software update just came out. They're talking about, yeah, we added reactions. Like, you can't add emoji reactions on day one launch. Like, is it that hard to do? Are you kidding me? How about themes? Remember themes on PS4? You customize themes. You could take a screenshot on your phone, a nice screenshot, add it send it to yourself, and then take a screenshot of that, and you could add it as a theme. What happened? This console is 10 times, 8 times powerful than the PS4 was, maybe 4, 5, 6 times. And you're going to sit there and tell me that we can't have our own custom themes? Like, seriously. That's all I'm saying. Going back to Starfield, you know, I understand the game's huge, and I didn't even know about this because I wasn't even looking at it, but I am waiting for Starfield. I do want to play. I do want to get into it. But at the same time, you know, Dr. Ark, you know, shout out to him. I was watching his members only, you know, live stream. I'll try to post a little clip here that he was making. It's like 3 minutes long. Hopefully, you know, it's all cool. If you guys want to subscribe to his channel, go ahead and do so. But you have to be a member to watch his members only stream. He was talking about you have to deliver sandwiches to different planets. Like, what are we? Domino's? Subway? What are we doing? Are we Uber? Door dashing? Like, what are we doing in Starfield that we have to deliver sandwiches? Like, are you gonna pay me for that? Like, real life money? Like, I'm not a delivery driver, man. I'm over here trying to explore planets and explorability, man. Like, what's going on with alien life forms? No, we have to deliver sandwiches. Like, that was so funny. You know what I mean? Like, at the same time, is Phil Spencer really pushing Game Pass so hard he's forgetting about their own console? I can't say his console, but I'm just saying in general stance, the Xbox Game Studio head, like CEO. So what I'm saying is are they forgetting about the consoles itself that really makes gamers? The console. Now, I know it's 2023, times are changing with software in the cloud and xCloud and Game Pass and PS Plus, but see, this is why I like Game Pass, is because one, you don't have to own an Xbox. You know, you just get a PC or xCloud. And I heard xCloud is doing bad because they're talking about Activision Blizzard deal, whatever. They want to probably, like, you know, let's act like it sucks. You know, let's not do that. Like, I don't know, whatever. I wasn't even following that deal, so I just left it alone. But I'm just saying, like, you could just play your xCloud on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It saves people a lot of money for consoles and PCs. It saves people money. I understand that. But if you could build it, let them come. If you're capable of building something like that, that's not going to hurt your infrastructure and all like that, I'm all for it. Okay, Sony does not have Microsoft money. We all know this, and I hate talking about these business things because I'm not at these meetings. I'm not getting paid for per console sale. I don't get X amount of dollars because they sold 50 million units. Like, I don't care. You guys promised me one thing, 30 to 120 FPS. And I will say this about Sony is that they allowed us to have a 60 FPS mode for their first party titles. I think that's a beautiful thing. Xbox, Microsoft, all the developers over there, I don't know what you guys are doing, but that's messed up. You're talking about the most powerful console in the world, and you can't even get a 60 FPS mode from Redfall, Starfield. And I think that's bogus. Now, was Starfield in development for Xbox all this time? No. Okay? No. But even still, you know what I mean? Even still, these consoles are powerful enough to handle that. Look at Flight Simulator, one of the most demanding games I've seen on Xbox, even PC, because it really is demanding. But when I was flying, I think everybody think, yeah, it looks so realistic, and it does. But if you zoom in, if you go down and go towards the city, cars are flying into the buildings. I mean, it's not really perfect. Let's be real. It's a simulator, man. You're supposed to be high up, and it does look. But if you go closer to the mountains, it's like it looks like crap. So you're supposed to be high up. I'm just saying, but yeah, let's be realistic there. So let's play that clip that Doc said. He mentions me, and I'm glad he did. But it's gonna be like a 3-minute thing. I'll be right back. Check him out. Shout out to him. He shouted me out because I was making sense. 60 frames should be a standard, and I still stand to that. Let's check out the clip.
Shout out to Cowboy, and now your mama knows, king of content. He's over there live right now, and man, I can't with people defending. Listen, everything ain't gravy with Xbox. Let's not pretend like it is. Let's not pretend like it is. This is just, it's ridiculous. If people wanted to make the argument that developers aren't prioritizing on the Xbox because PlayStation is the market leader and there's more PlayStations out there, and that's why games are built for the PlayStation and then they're just thrown onto Xbox, and by brute force the Xbox Series X has to run it, that narrative would have been okay with me until Redfall came out. Until Redfall came out. There's still no patch for Redfall. There's still no patch for Redfall. I stick by what I said in that video. Xbox is the gaming platform that's not tied to the hardware. And that's why they don't have to optimize the hardware for these games, because they're not sure where you're going to play it. That makes sense, right? They're not sure where you and I are going to play these games. So why would they focus on optimizing for the hardware? People are out here believing that Starfield running at 30 frames per second is because you can collect sandwiches. Who wants to collect sandwiches, Warriors? Who? You tell me when someone said, hey, would you like to collect sandwiches in a video game and put them across planets? Why? Give me a great story and give me 60 frames on this beast of a console. I am playing Titanfall 2 right now at 120 frames. It's beautiful, locked, smooth, amazing time of my life right now playing Titanfall 2. Not once did I think about, can I collect a sandwich? I'm upset because, dog, when I'm telling you I was on Cowboy's stream and the person that I was agreeing with, shout out to Jersey's Finest, was Jersey's, and he's more of a PC Sony type dude, and when me and him are agreeing on things, bro, that's why sometimes y'all get mad when I agree with King Thrash on stuff. But it's like, yo, we can't defend everything. We can't defend everything, but it makes sense. That's why Xbox is not about the console. Xbox is the gaming company not locked by hardware. Hence why they don't have to optimize. No one out there in the right mind would dare to bet me that Hellblade 2 is gonna run at 60. And that's sad.
Well, there was Doc's video clip. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, man, I agree, man. I think these consoles are more than capable enough to run 60 FPS as a standard, even as a, separate game mode, if you will, And I understand that people have visions, and, at the end of the day, you can only expect so much from everybody. And I know they had visions of, like, listen, we don't want to take away the experience of a quality game, the graphically enhancements, and I get it. Trust me, I really do. But you know what, man? I'm a consumer. I'm a gamer. I want what I want, and it's I think 60 FPS frames should be the standard. It doesn't matter what you know, hey, look, your vision's still there in a 30 FPS mode, and you know, all the bells and whistles are there. But hey, if you want to give people options, right? Options is always key. And I always said this: give us the option to have a 60 FPS mode. We understand we have to, you know, get rid of some things to have that mode. We get it, we understand. But at least the other mode, the high quality mode, is there. Anyway, guys, this is going to be it. It's a long video, and thank you guys so much. Shout out to Doc Dark, shout out to Cowboy and Naim Amano's channel. I'll post the links in the description box below where you guys can find them. Check out the show on Cowboy's thing last night we did, and Doc, I'll post his link so you guys can like subscribe to him, be a member, and check him out. He's really cool. Anyway, guys, it's going to be doing it for me. As always, stay chill and happy gaming. See you all in the next one. Peace.